Okay, we're live.
Live once again. Can everybody hear us and see us? Steph is working with a new computer here. New to us, anyway.
Yeah, it's a new computer to us. All right, we've got 7 people watching.
My favorite number.
7?
One of them. Got 2. Anyway.
7.
Yeah, 77.
Oh, I was saying it was 69, and
it's a good number as well.
7 wasn't in 69.
I like 77.
James Tate, Merry Christmas.
Hey, Tate, how are you, my friend? Merry Christmas to you. Tate, can you hear us well and see us well?
Yeah, let us know if the video, I think this may need to go down a little bit.
Bear with us a little bit. Merry Christmas, Tim. Good to see you.
Good number, here we go. 77. All good. Good job to us and you guys.
Right on. Okay, cool. Boom. Letting everybody get tuned in here and let y'all chime in a little bit. How the hell are you guys? I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody's safe and well. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover tonight. Just pre-warn you guys, I am emotionally charged this evening. High emotions. We're going to talk about the Pay It Forward and our recipient that we have chosen today as well. We're going to talk about that old boy, number 77, Kendrick Thomas Thompson, The Train, the Goblins. Woo! What a night we had last night. Whew. Man, emotions.
Yeah, we haven't been on here in like, what, 2 or 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Of course. Well, of course, everything in October, November, December is hectic. We're winding down our writing season.
Yeah, that's...
We've got my birthday. We had Halloween. We had, of course, football season ending. Thanksgiving. Trying to spend time as much as we can with family. We have a family that's out of town that came into town for the holidays. So we're trying to catch up on them and hang out and just enjoy family and stuff like that. So yeah, it's been several weeks since we've been
Friendsgiving.
We had Friendsgiving with our friends, which are like family.
Which has been totally different this year due to COVID. So things have been a little different, for sure. I know that for y'all as well.
Yeah, for sure. Mike Myers, good to see you here. Dennis, 2 Wheels in a Road. That's awesome that you joined us.
How are you?
So yeah, we are using a different computer. So it is a little bit farther from us. That looks so weird. Watch my hand. So it's hard to see the comments, so as much as when we were closer to it, but
so that's what we've been doing. We've been working on some stuff as well. And over the last little bit, we've been rat holing away a little bit of money to save up for Steph iMac, because she's been editing, doing everything on her laptop.
A little MacBook, but of course it's like I think it's a 15-inch, but this one is bigger. And of course, desktop, a lot easier to edit videos. So I hope that there's an improvement. I know that we did the video a couple days ago about the tour pack, and I'd already seen a difference.
Right.
I'd already seen a difference in how fast I could do a video compared to before.
Yeah, and we actually found this computer on Marketplace on Facebook. It was able to purchase at a really good price. It's not brand new, but it's pretty new. And then also, this is kind of cool. She's like, I'd like to have another monitor. And I was like, man, it'd be cool if you could find another iMac and, maybe something that you just use a monitor. So we found an older one of those, which isn't quite the screen this one is. But we got it super cheap. Want to give a big thank you out to that dude right there. I won't say his name, may not want that. Really helped us out on that. So Steph is going to be able to have those and split screen.
And this is my keyboard.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So that's
for all you geeky ones out there, if you even care. So yeah, it's a 2017 iMac, which is like 4 years old, but the processing is equivalent to what I had on my MacBook. So great price. We did that. And then the other monitor is a 2011 iMac, but the monitor is perfect. So I can do a split screen and be able to, edit even faster, I hope.
So been doing that, as well as some other little projects that we've been working on here at the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
I painted the wall.
Painted the wall. Setting up a little different scenery back here. A little greenage. Little New Orleans flair back here. We got that like 3 days before we got married down on the French Square by a little artist that we've met and known for some time now. So,
and of course, Bentley's back there. I think you can see a little bit
little hairball
of
right
his
there.
fur. I'm
Yeah.
sure he'll pop up here in a minute.
Okay. You want to catch up on anything before we just fucking
yeah,
freaking sorry, I'm not gonna try to cuss tonight. I'm gonna reserve the F word. Apologize.
Okay. And we're both wearing the F word on our shirts.
It's AF. It doesn't say.
The back of it does.
Well, I won't turn around and offend somebody.
Mike Myers, are we going to join you guys for your Christmas ride? When is your Christmas ride? Always fine is what AF stands for, Mike Myers said.
That's right.
Perfect. Yeah, let us know when the Christmas ride is. I may have seen it if it was on the events page on Harrison, or not for sure. Let's see. I'm trying to look to see if there's anything else I've missed. I hope you guys all had a Thanksgiving that's great, wonderful time spent with your family. Oh, Mike Myers, you said it's on Christmas every year. So sorry. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on if we are.
Depends on kids.
Yeah.
Depends on the kiddos.
This is really our last year of school with the kids. They're already making plans for college and what they're going to do after school. So gonna try and soak up all these days and holidays.
Absolutely.
Still in the house.
And last night the Goblins, they lost. So we got 4 games into the playoff. Little Rock took us out. It was like 51-21. Highly emotional because the boys' career ended right then. That was the last time we got to see them play. Woo!
It was a good game. So if you guys are into high school football, like for Arkansas, which I don't agree, I know it's a big ordeal and a lot of people have voiced their opinions about it, but with AAA state of Arkansas, they have a couple of schools in the roster or in the playoff brackets that I don't think should be allowed. They're private schools.
They're private schools.
They're like chartered, so they
draft their players.
So I just think that should be in a different ranking.
Yeah, so it's just they're like,
I may be a sore loser, but
well, here we are, Harrison Goblins,
fair.
and we are just totally ragtag, just mountain people that are born and raised right here, tough as nails. Of course, we've had some of the toughest players come out here. A couple grades above me was Brandon Burlsworth. If you don't know who he is, you can go look him up. They actually made a movie Greater about him. He went on as a walk-on for Fayetteville, the Hogs, and got, they accepted him, man. He walked on and kicked ass. And then after that, he signed with the Colts. After signing with his coach, coming back from Fayetteville to come home to eat with his mama, he was actually killed in a horrible car wreck, killed him. And we lost Brendan Burlsworth. So that just kind of shows you the quality of football players that do come out of this little old Harrison town. So just, I'm going to brag a little bit about number 77 LG, left guard for life, Kendrick Thomas Thompson, the Train. Amazing young man we've raised. He started for 4 years.
Emoji we can all use.
And totally dominated. He did very well. We got some amazing pictures of him. I'm going to be making a post about him soon. We're waiting for a few more things to get in line. And so it'll be a heartfelt post to my hero, Kendrick, my boy. And he did.
High school football, though, is so much. I don't know. it's rough and hardcore. And I know like NFL and all this pro crap and everything is awesome, but like high school football and like, the kids are like really full of grit and they're eager to get out there and play. And you know they're getting out there and playing for passion. It's not because they don't have the scholarship or they don't have the paycheck or whatever. Like they're getting out there like kicking ass because they love the sport. And
which
pretty neat.
Which that's what the boy did. We got one picture of him that his mama took. You can see him running backs coming up behind him, and he's grabbing the old boy and just breaking him over. Absolutely, just going into. He's trying to break his face mask. He broke it one time this year, and he had it bent in. He's trying to break it again. There, the last 3 minutes, got to share with you guys. We knew that they were going to go down, and me and Kindred had this deal. Once things get a little tough, or he does something good, I just raise up and do the old arms, swell. He does it back to me. And I knew right then, I was like, dude, it's time to get ornery. I just kind of did the arm swell, and then I knuckled up. That means give it all you got. He white knuckled and absolutely plowed, man.
And that was his last play.
That was his
last game
he'd ever. Yeah. We knew this was going to be his last game on the field. If they'd have won, they'd went to War Memorial next weekend to play for the playoff. But as it turned out, that was the boy's last game on the field, and that sums up his career in football. Love you, buddy. Respect. You got a lot of good stuff being said. So, as you can tell, the old man is pretty emotional. Emotional.
Yes. On a different note, Gilbert, glad to see you. Thank you so much for your super chat there. He said, good evening.
Thank you.
Just woke up not feeling well. So I hope that you start to feel better. I'm guessing you're probably out on the road.
Yeah, good feeling, Gilbert. Good feeling better, buddy.
Yeah,
I know you're dealing with some stuff.
And also, I put in there, thank you so much for donating to the Pay It Forward. So that is something that we are eager to talk about. We've got a lot of information that we just found out today.
And we do have a button on here now, don't we?
No.
No, didn't work.
Not on here.
No.
No.
So
yeah, really quickly, because you mentioned that, I'll just say, if you guys want to donate to our Pay It Forward, don't do it through PayPal just yet, because the donate button is not showing up. So YouTube takes a pretty good chunk, but we're trying to raise money for this Pay It Forward. So any donations that you make, if you'll make them through our website, and that's www.theorneryone.com, or you can go to our Facebook blog page, and we have a link there.
Which she's working on it here. They've granted it, but we have to go through a process, and it just hasn't gone through it yet. So we want to give a big old shout out to YouTube, though, for being so gracious to us, letting us have this platform to do our work.
That's right.
And letting us all join and all of us ornery asses hang out, plus, just recruit our new members as well and let our community grow. Because we are doing something grand. We're doing something grand in ourselves. We are doing our 2020 Christmas Pay It Forward, lift up, light up, lift up with Custom Dynamics. I always say I'm dyslexic. So we're going to do something pretty amazing here. We stopped today with the nominations. So we got them all in, and we had our crew come over. So we have basically a board that comes together. We print all the nominations out, and then we go over all the stories that have been sent in. So what we did was we opened it up. We wanted Northwest Arkansas because this is home, and we wanted to do our Pay It Forward here. Custom Dynamics has teamed up with us, and they have sponsored this one. So what that means, for every dollar we raise, Custom Dynamics will match. Pretty amazing, folks. On top of that, real quick before I forget, on Instagram and Facebook, if you share or
repost, sorry,
thank
I
you.
Just filling in Okie Hopper.
If you share or repost, we'll get a $100 gift card for Facebook and $100 for Instagram. So we'll go through afterwards, and we'll do a little thank you to you guys, and thank Custom Dynamics for letting us do that as well. So like I said, if you'll do that, you get a chance for a $100 gift card from them as well.
Yes, and that's any of our flyers. So I do have a flyer on nominations, and then I have a flyer about our donations. And then Monday, we will have some more information. So probably Monday evening or Tuesday, I'll have some more information and a new flyer posted about the Pay It Forward and our recipient and his story. And if you share, repost any of those, please do, because that helps us, that helps him, that also helps you guys, because like you were saying,
You just said him. Yeah.
them. I said them.
So
I said them.
if you guys would spread the word, I know I'm pushing this really hard, but listen, this is what we're here for. We want to do something good. You got a chance to do something good. Let's do it. Even if you just share, you don't have to. If you don't have the money, we totally understand. But if you do $5, $10, like I said, if it's $5, it'll turn into $10. We do that 5 or 10 times. I mean, that starts stacking up, guys. It's going to make a huge difference to this family. And what I was getting to, we had all of us come together. We went through 17 nominees, and we picked one today. So it is a heavy, heart-wrenching story that really hits home for us. I can't explain how many times we've gone out here to do these pay it forwards, and there's something in these people that we pick that absolutely punches me in the gut. It just resonates with me. And this one is exactly that. So it has to do with colon cancer.
Yes. My mom had colon cancer a few years back. I think it's actually been 3 years. Don't hold me accountable, because I'm not great with dates.
I believe so.
She had surgery. They were able to remove the sections that were infected. It hadn't spread. She didn't have to do chemo or radiation, and we're very, very thankful for that. But it's just really difficult, and you sometimes wonder if things happen in your life or someone that you love to be able to handle situations later, or to be able to share your story or be that rock or support that someone else may be needing later on. I don't know how. It's weird how that happens. Like you were saying, something about the pay it forward that we do, or the family that we end up working with and touching it ultimately it touches us.
Yeah, guys, I say this. If you followed us, you know that I say this a lot. The most selfish thing that you can do is go help somebody, because at the end of the day, it's going to make yourself feel great. And that's what we're doing here. So this, well, I guess I'll just, Chris.
Yeah, just let him know. Yeah.
So Chris, he lives here at home. He's around my age. He has a family. He a beautiful wife, 2 good-looking kids. His daughter's in her 20s, married, and he has a grandbaby now. And then they also have their son at home that's 11. Chris has colon cancer and is in stage 4.
He's already had several surgeries.
So this is going to be rough, guys, so bear with me. And if you don't want this stuff, I wouldn't watch, because it's just going to be sad.
You'll have to go back over there.
So what I'm going to do right now, thank you, I'm super slow at this stuff, is I'm just going to share a little bit with you what Chris has wrote. I talked to him today and made sure he was good with a pay it forward, and he was very humble and excited to be able to do something like this with us, and plus help his family and bring awareness to his situation.
We just met with our board at 1 today.
Yeah, so this stuff is really fresh.
Yeah.
So 9 hours ago on his Facebook post, he posted this. It's hard to hear a doctor look at you and say, "I'm sorry, but the cancer has gotten worse. Your body is no longer responding to the chemo." But I had to remind myself last night that it's just a man's report of the flesh and body, not a report of my spirit. My healing comes from God. My victories are won through Jesus. So, and it goes on. So, Chris is in a place, guys, we may have not been yet. And trust me, we're going to face adversity, and we're going to face this one day. And, you know, we faced it with Steph 7 years ago. I'm sure if you guys follow this, you guys know this already. 7 years ago, we about lost her to a tumor. We went through all this, and we came out stronger, better, and a little bit wiser.
And a little ornery.
And a whole lot of ornery. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this path forward. You guys are going to help us, and we're going to give Chris and his family a hell of a Christmas.
A lot of you guys have already asked how it's going. So this is from the time that we talked with Custom Dynamics and said, yes, let's do this, to the time that it's actually going to end is just 1 month, basically. So we had a couple weeks here. We opened it up for nominations. Those couple weeks have now closed. Nominations are open. We picked our Pay It Forward recipient. We got 2 more weeks left, and we're going to try and raise as much money and awareness for Chris's situation.
Yeah, so now what we need to do is just spread the word. We need to talk about Chris. We need to show love. I'm going to talk with him. It was a lot to drop on him earlier when I called him. I come in like a hurricane.
Like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, yo, Chris. And I mean, he's super cool, very intelligent, talks very clearly and well, you know, just a good, I can tell off the phone. And honestly, we got to look, and we have, of course, we're from here, and we have a lot of friends that are his friends on Facebook. And then, you know, just looking at what his life has already been, it's pretty remarkable. So whenever I told him all this, I know it was a lot to take in, and I wanted him to talk to his wife, and I wanted them to get together and tell us about their story and what they're going through, so then we can represent them right and not mislead anything and do it right by them. So Monday we'll call him, and they're going to have, you know, kind of have their heads wrapped around this, and then we'll be able to come and tell you his story. But I felt like we don't have much time to waste, and I needed to take this live YouTube and you know, capitalize on as much as I can. We got 56 people watching. That's 56 of you guys right now that can go to Instagram, Facebook. Is there any other platforms? You can go get our posts, and you can share this. Write your own post. Talk about this. You know what I just said. You can go share this. You don't have to donate. Just do that little thing right there. Maybe your however many followers, 2 or 3 of them will share, then we can help them. And we're going to show you the story. If you guys don't know our Pay It Forwards, you can go down below on our YouTube channel here, the Ornery One, and you can look at our previous Pay It Forwards. We have them all documented. So we're going to be able to, Chris is totally cool with sharing his story. So maybe this will change somebody else's life that, you know, later down the road, they could watch these videos and it may resonate with them and it may help them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to tell his story, and we're going to show you guys a little bit into his life, and we're going to help him. We're going to do something positive. We're going to do good.
Yes. And that's one thing that we've always stressed is, you know, when we're asking for help, we're not asking for donations only. We can reach more people with more help, and that's what we can all come together and do. And
it's about numbers. It always comes down to numbers. We all know this. You guys know this as well as I do.
What was I about to add? Oh, yes. So some of you guys had asked how it's going, and I'll just be upfront and clear and honest with you guys. We are looking at about $1,700. Now, with that, we did already have some of that from our Pay It Forward before. So
when you say Pay It Forward before, we did a spontaneous, you guys did a spontaneous this earlier this year that we raised money on YouTube. So that we just put back. So that's what she was saying.
So we already got a good start as far as funds for this Pay It Forward. So with that, combined with everything that everyone has donated in the last 2 weeks, and then Custom Dynamics willing to match dollar for dollar, which is a huge thing, we are looking at, we're pushing 4K. We are,
and I want to tell you something, guys. We got on the phone with David. He is the man at Custom Dynamics, and two of the sweet ladies there, and we had an amazing conversation with those people. I want to just take a second and tell you how amazing Custom Dynamics is to work with. I'm not even going to talk about their products, because if you ran their products, you already know how great they are. But the people at Custom Dynamics, they are doing good. They want to do good. They're spreading the love. And I am so proud of Custom Dynamics. And I'm so proud that we are teamed up with them. And you guys, that's something else. Just throw a little love their way. They'll eat it up. They need it. They're working hard. They've been posting about us and doing their part. Not only that, like I said, they're going to be doing the $100 for Facebook and Instagram gift card. So, and I get to pick that. So, you guys, come on now.
That's awesome too. Yeah. So anyone that shares on Facebook, anyone that shares on Instagram, so that's 2 different platforms, 2 different gift cards, 2 different winners picked by the Ornery One.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And all you have to do is share it. Any of our posts.
How fun is that? Yeah. Engage, y'all.
Yeah.
So, that is what we're doing. And like Steph said, how much longer do we have to go until is it the 18th?
Yes, we're going to take donations until December 18th. So that is a Friday. The next Friday is December 24th. Of course, that's Christmas. So that will give us enough time to total everything up, gather it all together. Hopefully nothing will take like weeks and weeks. If so, we'll get that worked out.
We've ran into that before, and this is all new and we're doing it off the fly,
Yeah. So another thing is, if you guys cannot donate, this family, they do have an 11-year-old boy, and we talked about this, and I think we're going to do a couple of gifts also.
That's right. And that brings me to Amazon.
Yeah. So we're going to be setting up an Amazon page directly just for this family. So if there's anything, if you guys don't want to do a donation as far as money, we do have that option also. But before I forget, the Ornery One Inc., we are a 501(c)(3), so I do have tax receipts for your donations. If you want a receipt, you can, to be able to do the donation write-off, deductible, whatever you want to call it. And I have those. You can just request it whenever you make your donation, and I'll email it or paper mail it to you.
Yeah, absolutely. And then your name's going to be mentioned as well whenever we do our video. Also, I want to mention that on Amazon, we are set up with Amazon Smile. So if you buy through that, whatever you're doing on Amazon, if you'll buy through the Ornery One, then they do a little love our way. So that's pretty cool. Steph just did that. I thought that was I didn't even know about that.
Yes, and so I had ordered. We ordered some stuff off Amazon from time to time, and so whenever I got it set up, I was fixing to order something. I don't even remember.
Something for the computer, I think.
Computer cord or something like that. And I was like, oh wait,
yeah,
I got Amazon Smile. So I did that, and I mean, like, just from like a $15 cord purchase, I think I got like a quarter or something like that. Yeah.
It would add up.
So, and I don't know if it's on all purchases. I think it's qualifying purchases. But anyways, you just go to, instead of going to Amazon.com, you'll go to smile.amazon.com. So it's smile in front of Amazon, and you log in, of course, and then it'll ask you which nonprofit or which organization you want to contribute to. So any of your purchases that are qualifying purchases, they will send a portion, you don't pay for it, a portion to that nonprofit or organization that you're working, or that you're, that you choose. So yes, the Ornery One Inc. We're on there.
I mean, honestly, is that not cool as hell?
It is
I absolutely love it. We think that there's not Guys, there is so much. What the hell? There is so much love
I think
out
it's
here.
something in the air.
There's something that, yeah, there's something in the beer. There is so much love out here. We just got to keep around the right people. You know,
That's right.
there's so much negativity and shit out here, guys. Let's just stick together. Let's do good, be good. Man, let's just love on each other. What do you got over here?
All right,
Oh,
Bet.
man.
Thank you. All right,
Dude.
Bet. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
I'm glad to see you on here.
Probably working.
Probably so.
I appreciate that. You want to catch up on anything else over there?
Oh, Mike.
Dude. Thanks,
Thanks, buddy.
Mike. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. That helps. Thank you.
I appreciate that.
You want to catch, man, chicken, I don't know what he's doing, building them.
I know. I'm like trying to figure out.
Is he drumming and singing?
Oh, no. He's like dancing and stomping and
Dude,
waving.
that guy needs a mask on. He's in the city. All right. You want to catch?
Cute. Yes, Booga, I'm glad to see you on here. He said, sorry I'm late.
Hi,
That's
Booga.
okay.
How's everybody in the homestead?
Hope you're doing great.
Bentley.
As he turned his head.
Bentley. Okay.
Yeah, he's laying backwards.
Nobody ever said he was smart.
Let's see. Okie, Hopper, Jennifer, you said you got a front tire on your bike last week. There he is.
There he is. Yeah, I'm glad you got a tire. That bugs me, man. And I know Mike there, he had a nail in his tire or some shit a few months ago. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a setback.
Yeah, man.
Tires are
expensive as hell.
Yeah.
And he's having to deal with
some of them fall apart. Mike, again, thank you so much. Mike, it just shows first name Mike, so I'm assuming
Mike.
Mike.
Thanks,
Thank
Mike.
you.
Dude, I appreciate that.
Thank you. All right, Bet. Be right back.
You gotta go bathroom.
Mike Myers said first nail he picked up in 10 years.
No kidding.
That is crazy.
I know it, man. I know how that happens. I know exactly how that happens.
Malted in Montreal. My contacts are not the best, and although I just put them on
super little on this.
I put them in the day before Thanksgiving, and they're like one's already ripped. So I'm like trying to malted in Montreal. Going to be a long winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a winter person either.
No, dude,
I hate it.
I'm right there. I was at the gym yesterday, bitching the whole time. It was cold when I walked in. These old bones and joints starting to kind of, that hand there, that thing hurts. Kids don't fight. You'll feel it the rest of your life. So yeah, what do we got over here? John
Schmidt, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
You are amazing. You're amazing. I love to see that pair. Okay, this pair is riding a rocket.
It ain't a red rocket, but
no, not
shouldn't have gone there.
No,
I apologize.
And you're watching the word fuck, and you're going to say that.
F-bomb. Somebody get on to us later.
John, thank you so much again. Appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Thank you. But thank you, all you guys. Thank you so much. That helps us tremendously.
Yes.
Thank you.
Robert Young made me want to get some whiskey.
Whitney.
Oh, that's funny. Well, we had some here.
Well, the committee came over.
Your wife and Rhonda drank it all.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
JC Cycles, he said, how's the temps down there? 27 here.
I'll look right now and tell you exactly what it is. It's not
a little cold.
It's not that cold.
No, but last night at the football game, we sat out there for 3.5 hours.
It is a bone chilling 50 degrees here.
Oh, it's warmer.
It's got warmer. Night. Yeah, it's a lot warmer. It was 39 when we were at the game last night. Yeah, so we need to get out and ride. Super great weather.
For sure.
Amazing weather. Yeah, 50 degrees.
Mike Myers. Okay, it just said Mike and then some dots. So Mike Myers said it wasn't him, it was Mike Bodine. So Mike Bodine, thank you so much for your super chat. Man.
Yeah.
Thank you. And
I was
Mike
wondering
Myers,
why I
thank you
didn't
so
do it.
much for letting me know that because I couldn't see the
Thanks,
last
buddy.
name. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes.
Yeah, that was odd that I did that.
Yeah.
They've got there's some glitches on this stuff.
Yeah.
We're learning.
Brandy, good to see you on here.
Brandy, love you.
Tuned in a bit ago, just been quiet. Don't be no quiet person.
We understand. It's good to see you, and
Yes.
I hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Respect.
I guess I'm just gonna catch up on some more stuff.
Yeah.
Road King, hello from New York.
New York City.
That's on the opposite side of the world, basically.
That's New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah. How's the weather there?
Howdy.
Time to ride. Yeah. What's up?
Let's see.
Yeah.
JC Cycle said he wished it was warm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 27. Did you say 27 or 21? 27.
Well,
cold.
I'm out. It's coming.
Yeah. 37 in Long Island.
Really?
Dang.
Huh. Whew.
NY Mitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's got his bikes put away for the winter. I have to put some chains on those tires.
Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, mine are sitting there ready to ride. I got them on the tender. They're looking pretty. Maxwell House needs brakes. I still haven't done anything with the brakes. Road Glide's doing great. Rode it last week round, and which is pretty cool. We did just turn out the video stuff got done this week about Advan Black and the Tour Pack, also their mounting system and the rack and your back comfort. Your cush.
My back pad.
Your back pad. Yeah. So I just kind of we did have a comment on YouTube. The dude's like, you should have just bought
an Ultra.
You always have those people, which, yeah, but at the time we didn't want it. And, he said we'd have saved more money, but you're wrong, because I actually reached out to Advan Black and they were gracious enough to sponsor that with us. Mm-hmm. So you're wrong. And
but I didn't say that.
No, but I am now. And the Tour Pack is quite a bit cheaper than the Harley Davidson one. Harley Davidson one is absolutely top notch. Absolutely love the products. Not knocking them at all. At Van Black, you can save some money, and you've got a good product. We have been in tremendous amount of rain this year in Florida. That was, Florida. Stormy, windy, crazy 3-day run in Florida that was nothing but just rain. Never had any leaks or anything. Never had any problems.
Yeah, the water. It's waterproof. The weather stripping and the hinges are badass. It's an aftermarket product, and it's not Harley Davidson, of course, but the quality is there and it's solid.
The comment on that as well.
Oh yeah, someone said also that
this is cute.
Harley Davidson was going to. Yeah, okay. So a comment out of nowhere. I should bring it up and read it. Harley Davidson corporate's going to probably pull his franchise because he backed and promoted Advan Black, an aftermarket product or whatever. I'm like, well,
first of all, there's all kind of aftermarket products everywhere you go. Doesn't matter where you go. We all run aftermarket products somewhere or somehow.
Harley dealerships carry Custom Dynamics. Some carry Legend. Some carry Aachen.
So we answered back, and I thought that was a fun comment. I appreciate your thoughts.
I like your wording. Fun comment.
It was a fun comment. And so we're just going. And now listen, I don't get on a lot of shit. Y'all know this because either I get my feelings hurt or I just get pissed. Right? One or the other. It's the same thing, I guess. I'm just like, yeah, so I just stay off because it put me in a bad mood. And Steph she'll filter through and kind of drop them whenever she thinks I'm in the mood to hear them. And on a lot of us YouTubers, we've got together and we talked about this. Like a lot of them deal with their comments different. Like Justin, Bike and Bird, he doesn't read any comments until late at night because it'll piss him off all day. Which I don't know if that would work for me because that'd keep me up at night. So, you know, we've got together and we've talked about this stuff. And as you're growing a little bit, you know, you get more comments, and it's just
you know, talking about that, we have had a huge influx. You know, like, okay, the last couple live feeds, we haven't had a whole lot of spammers come on and comment during our live chats, but on our videos, there has been. There's tons of girls out there that's wanting dates.
oh my God.
So if any of you guys are single,
Yeah, I've got some on Instagram too.
I mean, it's like 2 or 3 every video. I'm like, where did these girls come from?
Yeah, if you guys are looking for a hot Russian, just let me know.
Yeah.
Super gorgeous. I don't know what the dude looks like behind the keyboard, but the chick in the pictures look amazing.
We can send you their profile link, and I'm sure they have a website or a phone number. I think one had a WhatsApp app, which was probably like $9.99 a minute.
Well, the chick had, whoever the profile had her number right
on
there.
The actual picture.
Yeah, and up
like
in her description. Yeah. And it was like a true number, and I was like, who would call that? Don't get me going. You're getting it. Oh, what do we got over here?
Wow. Okay, this is a really good. Oh, wait. Before I lose track, okay. James Tate, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, Christmas cheers.
Write that back at you there, Tate.
I have to refill mine. I got a little bit of champagne going on with some fruit.
A little celebration pain.
JC Cycles, you got a great question. He wants to know, is the power supply you have in the tour pack connected right to the battery?
Yes, we have a quick connect in there, and then it goes down with a fuse, and then it goes to the battery. And that's a Harley Davidson one. And that didn't come with that Ben Black. But I wanted one in there because Steph is always charging, and we could throw some battery packs in there, and that's usually what we do. So we have the little backup battery packs. We have some from Senna. If y'all don't know, that Senna makes a really badass battery pack extra, which has done amazing. We have 2 of those actually, and we throw those in there to charge. So that's how we got it set up, and so that is a quick connect release on that tool pack.
Yep.
But honestly, I never take it off. We honestly should have bought a little different setup from the beginning. But Steph and I,
a bike with a tour pack.
Yeah, or gone.
Well, that's probably my fault because I mean, a couple years ago, I didn't even want a bagger. I was anti the bagger look. I just did not like it. I loved the chopper and I loved that look.
I do too.
And although I could only ride like 78 miles at a time, I loved that look. And I was just like, and I liked that, not that clean look, but that light, stripped down, almost naked, kind of bare bones, kind of frame only. Yeah. Anyways. So I was against the bagger.
Right. And so we had bags, of course. But
then whenever they were like, get the one with the tour pack and the lower.
She was like, oh, hell no. I don't want to go. I don't like that. And then as we rode, and then her back started hurting, I was like, And then we started talking about it more and more. And she's like, okay. So that's when I reached out. And actually, you know, Bike and Bird and the boys Between Two Wheels podcast, they run at Van Black products. So I looked at them and I was like, whoa. And they're like, well, we'll hook you up and you can call him. And that's what I did. We got it in, put it on. First 100 miles, she's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and one thing I love about it is it's not the slim or the chopped tour pack. It is a king full-size tour pack or trunk, whatever you want to call them. And we can put both of our full-size helmets in the tour pack. So, like, if we get to a place and we don't want to just leave our helmets on the seat because you're not supposed to hang them on the handlebars, we can throw them in there, lock it, and be completely comfortable that they're locked away and safe.
And out of the weather. Yeah,
because I mean, our helmets, we do have our Senna cameras on, so that's that's another.
Yeah, and we're running that Ara Region X, and that's another thing. Those helmets have been, they've been really good. I mean, I'll be honest. There's a couple. It's not the quietest helmet that you're going to run, I don't think, but the ability to how they've got it where they can change your shield. Once you figure it out, it's super quick, super easy. They're just a good helmet, and they build their helmets to their specs. The flow of air, the little eyebrow vents are pretty key, actually. The latch on the side to raise your visor is a little tricky at first. It's a one motion. You think it's two, but once you get a hang of it, I can do it with this hand or that hand. You know, a lot of them you want to, you get that one hand feel. This I've got it to where I can. So those helmets have done very well. I'm very happy with them. And I was thinking this coming year, like I thought, well, maybe we'll run them for a year and then we'll try something else. But honestly, man, the thing just fits like a glove, and I really don't want to change it up.
Rodney, thank you so much for your super chat. Happy holidays. Karen and I have been missing you guys.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've been missing y'all.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know we all got a lot going on. I hope you guys are
Yes.
happy and well. And we appreciate that so much. And it's is that $20.69?
$20.69. Well done. Well done.
You.
Well
done. You. Oh,
that's funny.
oh my gosh.
Talking about
We had a lot of
turtle
fun.
packs. Talking about turtle packs.
You say turd packs?
Turtle.
Santa makes a great turd pack.
JC Cycles was saying my buddy calls a tour pack a turtle shell. So I
turtle
just
shell.
put them together and I said
Turd
turtle
shell.
pack.
Turd shell.
Yeah, and like the spelling of tour pack, everyone like spells it different. Is pack a separate word? And is pack P-A-C-K or P-A-K? And is it one word or two words? And is it a trunk or is it a pack or is it a
Yeah. Yeah. Super non-confusing for me because I can't spell anyway. So
yeah. So yeah, Mike Myers, you guys have got the CVO Road Glide. He said, love our tour pack. We should have gone Ultra when we bought our first Road Glide, but like you, I wasn't really into the baggers.
Yeah, y'all's bike is what dreams were made of.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's meant for hauling the mail.
Sir Johnson, I like the Heritage Classic, but not the new ones with the funny looking bags.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but I can see where you're coming from.
If you guys don't know who we are yet,
who are you?
We are very opinionated, for one.
Well, we just have our own thought.
I know, but sorry as I itch my armpit. Not wanting to hurt anyone's feelings. So like if I say something like I really don't like the look of Indians, I don't want to like hurt anyone's feelings. It's just my opinion.
So basically what you're saying is
I may change my mind because I obviously did that about the bagger and now obviously did that about the tour pack.
So what you're saying is you're not sorry for what you say, you're sorry for how they take it.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
Something like that.
We all have our own opinion, and that's what we're all about.
I knew you were going to say something, Brandy. She said boo.
I knew it. Yeah.
Now, I love the people that ride Indians. There's several of them that I just love.
You know, I mean.
I want to clarify that.
Listen, I know, Brandy, you're on the back of that Indian trying to keep up with a road glide at one time. So, just a little shit talk there. Y'all got that. That is
Luke on here tonight.
No, because he would slap us through the camera. But no, y'all got that is they're a good looking bike. I'm glad to see something out there.
An anonymous biker. Much love to all of you guys.
I like all bikes. I mean, I really do. I've never even rode an Indian. I don't.
Brandy said Luke fixed that problem.
Did he? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I can't. That's what we ought to do. A heads up. What'd he do?
Heads up, 7-Up. You guys remember playing that in school?
Yep. Always cheated. I peaked.
You still cheat. We played a card game.
I'll win, man.
Last card game we played was last Thanksgiving, and you cheated.
I whooped everybody's
and you
ass.
won because you cheated. Actually, you cheated, and then I had to come help you.
Well, that's part of it.
And then you won.
Yeah, I'm a winner. I'm a winner.
But yeah, I think a challenger or
let's do a heads up on them
versus
Just do it. Just straight out, like drop the hammer and run fast as we can. Just top out. I know. This is probably not. We know this that our bike tops out at 111.
Yes, 111, and it didn't go any faster.
No, that's it. But boy, it runs good. Feels good too. Hunkers down and flies.
Let's see. James Tate.
You got him talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, he said, but it would take $6,000 worth of accessories on your bike to get to the starting price of the Ultra.
Yeah. Well, there we go,
there's
man.
a little bit of a price jump between. Yeah.
Oh,
Sunglow. Sorry, I'm late, guys. Had to watch Christmas show with the little ones. Hey, don't be sorry at all. Enjoy those times.
Yeah, man. Enjoy those times.
Looking great.
Huh?
His YouTube channel's looking great.
Yes. Enjoy those times because I cried like a little girl last night in that boardwalk offered last time on that field. Because it's long days, but those years pass by fast.
I did grab a photo last night. I'll show you guys.
Yeah, that's what we've been doing, guys. I mean, we've just been eating it up with the kids right now. And just actually, when the game was over last night, Kendra said, "Daddy, you home?" I said, "Yeah." And he's out here about 11:30. I don't know if they can see that. It's me and the boy reaching down and grabbing each other's hand at the end. Yeah, they can't see that.
Come on.
Yeah, they can't see it.
A little bit? No.
It's all good. But yeah, enjoy those chitlins while you got them.
Yes.
We're going to be empty nesters probably about this time next year.
Don't talk about it. Let's see. Rob Shaw, as many miles as y'all log, have you considered a sidecar? I have a little sidecar. I'm just now coming to terms with that friggin' tour.
I knew she was gonna go for that. I knew that was coming. Oh man, I've seen some
killing me.
No, I've seen some badass sidecars. I mean, I'd like to.
Yeah,
I've never rode one. No, I mean, I think. Okay.
The antique ones are the only badass ones that I've seen.
Listen, and also trikes. I've seen some badass little hopped out little trikes. I know you're like shaking your head, but I mean, come on. I mean, you give me a little bit more time, I'm going to ride. And I'm going to ride until the expiration date. Now, I don't know when that's going to be.
I will too.
But it may be on 3. I don't care. It's going to be. I don't care.
Well, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm on your back like a spider monkey.
Boy, that ain't no doubt. 24/7.
Okay, to change the subject, Chris Lopez.
Hey,
Thank
Lopez.
you so much for your super chat. He said, love and respect. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Lopez.
Thank you so much.
Love it. Lopez.
And Buck Champ.
What's up, Buck?
He said, good to see y'all.
Oh, wow, man.
I got your message. He drove all the way back up to Eureka Springs. If you guys didn't join us, Eureka Springs, during
Thanks, Buck.
The end of September, we all got together in Eureka Springs here in Northwest Arkansas. Had a great time. Did an awesome ride.
Weekend with the ornery asses.
But Buck reached out. It was a couple weeks later, actually, and said he was heading back up to Eureka Springs and having a steak, and asked if we wanted to go grab a steak with him.
I bet he came up and seen one with chickies.
There's a lot of cuties over in this
One of them
area.
cutes over there. But he went out on date.
Buck Champ, thank you so much
Buck.
for your super chat. Thank you.
Appreciate that so much. It'll go directly in her pocket.
Brandy said he got the stage 2 kit.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That little shit. Did he get it dynoed? What's the torque and what's a horse? We can start with that. Come on, Luke. Let's look it out.
Yeah. Oh, Moonshine. Also, earlier you said, you said it again. Thank you so much because I missed it earlier. How are you guys? how are you guys get credit for me purchasing Legends shocks on the Tri-Glide all the way around? Yes, so earlier he said he wanted to give a shout out. He bought Legends for the front and the back all the way around on his Tri-Glide. That's
Man,
awesome.
dude,
So cool.
that right there is going to change that bike.
Yes.
I can't explain how much that road glide changed. I know.
I know.
I know maybe people think I'm just talking shit, but holy crap. And you know, the other day I wrote it without you on there, and I needed to drop that down a little bit.
Which we've talked to people, and people have said that. Like, you get it set, it's badass, it's awesome.
Well, Chase said if you got off,
change the weight, like we normally ride two
but
of
I
them.
can change it, but I didn't. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Super easy to change.
Oh yeah, I jumped on and did a little ride, but I could tell. How do we get credit for that?
I don't know.
Just, you know,
we're gonna have to call Chase up.
Yeah, yeah. So what you do is you go in there and tell Chase, say Chase, that the reason I bought this is because those ornery asses, and you need to give them a little love.
You're supposed to be watching your language tonight.
What'd I say?
Ass.
Well, we're ornery asses. I can't get away with not saying ornery asses.
That's true.
I just can't.
Name,
I just
so we gotta live up to it.
I don't need to say the word love.
Buck champ.
Buck champ. Why? You want to read anything else before I get my foot in my mouth?
Yes. Mike's ball's ready for another weekend.
God,
Bearded biker, be on you like a spider monkey. That's funny. How many years have y'all been riding together? So TJ's had a motorcycle since we met. One of the very first
date. The first date.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first date, I had a Suzuki 750 G something that we made a little rat bike out of. There's a picture on my Instagram, some down through there. If you just scroll, you'll see the boy Kindred in a little chopper I built for him, and then that Suzuki nosed up, and we act like we're going to fight. He's about that tall. So that's
gooseneck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we goosenecked it way out. So the other thing was just wore out. It was 850. Did I say 750 a while ago? Anyway,
I think you did say
850. So the whole thing was straightforward. What a pile. Super cool looking though. So we went on a date, and I brought her back to the house, and she's always been into ratty stuff, and I mean, you can tell. And she's like, I want to see your bike. She took that little ass, walked out there in the garage. I was like, yeah, come on over here, you know. And I showed her the bike.
I really didn't want to see the bike. I just wanted to see him.
Well, I was like, you want to ride it? And she's like, yeah. And it was, it followed the plugs all the time. No carbs were just trash. 4 carbs. Y'all ever dealt with that? It's just always something. So I pulled the spark plug, cleaned them up, got the lighter and burned them off because I didn't have any. Put it back in there. Just gonna got it started, wheeled it around, and she jumped on the back, and there was just a little bitty fender, and I had a sissy bar that I made on the back, looked like a naked girl doing this. You can see all of her stuff, a little round rod. It was really cool. I still got it. So she just jumped on there and put her legs up on that little hardtail that I built, and we whipped out of there, went down the road. I kind of wound it up a little bit. She wasn't acting weird or stressing out any, so I downshifted real hard, and just, you know, when you downshift, and it was as though shaft driven, so it kind of bark the tires when you downshift. She never let on, so I was like, all right. So I wheeled it around and went up that straightaway, and I absolutely lit it up and passed the driveway, did the whole gear thing, dropping gears, turned back around, burned tire off, came back in the shop, and it was pure love ever since. Love that bike.
Love at first sight.
Yeah. Super cool bike. It had a kickstart on it, and I put like a 3-foot extension on it with a skull on top, and I could wheel that out and just take my hand and go boom whenever it was running right, and it'd just kick off. Pop, pop, pop.
That night, it was such a clear night. I remember this.
Oh,
night.
I was gonna say that. Go ahead.
There was like every single fucking star in the universe.
You said the F word.
Was out. Now we're gonna get all mushy.
Yeah, the universe was out in full star studness.
Yeah,
it was a gorgeous night. I know we walked back out there and just looked up at the solar system.
solar
like,
system. We were like,
holy
looky
cow.
there at that Milky Way.
And every once in a while, we'll be out riding or doing something, and we'll see all those stars again. And guess what? Go right back to that night. Cheesy.
Well, sure you guys wanted to hear about all that. Let's see here. Where did I leave off here?
Okay.
Saddle Tramp, good to see you on here tonight.
Good to see you.
Luke, good to see you.
Luke.
You joined us.
Ha ha. Talk shit and Luke can come. Luke Silk. Whatever. Luke, talk shit, Luke shall come. Ooh.
What?
Just talking about Luke. That went wrong. You know.
Yeah, it did.
Didn't go wrong.
JC Cycles said he planned on getting Legends this summer. That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, so I'm curious of what you get. You know, the Arc, the Revo, two different setups there on the rear end.
Merlos. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Chase did a little bit of video on that too. They're doing a little bit more educational videos on their YouTube and stuff like that, which kind of he goes into depth about that as well.
Yeah, I think they're doing a Tech Tuesday type thing every Tuesday. Really cool. Merlo Sunglow said that he's getting Legends next week.
Are you shitting me?
That's exciting.
All the way around, rear, front. What are you doing? What are you getting? Let us know. And say something. Tell Chase.
Yeah.
That the Ornery One sent you.
Lazy Goon 11. Tell me about your exhaust. MK 4.5 SNS.
GS 1100.
That's another. That was
okay. Whoa. Okay, tell me about the exhaust.
I'm right here. I'm reading these right there.
Okay, my exhaust.
On the Road Glide.
On the Road Glide? On the chopper?
Because it has SNS, right?
Slip-ons. We talked about doing some exhaust on it actually. Let's see what happens.
James Tate, Insta post showing new shocks with you guys and Legends tagged in it, then everyone sees it. Yes.
Good. That's another thing, guys. So all of you guys that are working social media, and you should be if you're on there, do your tags.
Should be working social media.
Well, I mean, really, if you're on there and you're buying products, you work it. And how you work it, y'all may know this, but you tag people. Tag, and mention.
If you're on Instagram, you post a picture, say something about the picture. Tell me what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So some folk out there just post a picture with nothing.
I'm going to refill my cup.
Okay. Would you get me a
Don't
Dos
look, because
Equis?
I'm in my pajama pants.
Would you give me a Dos Equis?
Yes.
Woo. I'm just glad you got pants on. Shouldn't be glad. Anyway, yeah, so do your mention, do your hashtag, because that ties everybody together and they see that you run their product. And then once you get out running that product, you take another picture, tag them again. Just continuously tag them. And then, maybe they'll share it on their story. A lot of people are starting to share a lot of stuff on their story. And then if you want followers, that'll help you grow followers, or just take notice of how badass you really are. I mean, that's just what we need to do, right? Social media. That's why I like Instagram, because that is made to market, because the tags and mentions. Facebook, you have a little trouble. A lot of times the mentions, like if you type something that doesn't really pop up. I wish I could get that a little bit better. Which I'm really proud of the last post that we did. It was Steph and I on the Road Glide. And I think that thing got up to, it's almost 1,300 likes. So that's pretty impressive for us. If I see anything closing in on 1,000, I'm pretty excited about. That's pretty cool too. This last weekend, we broke 8,000 on Instagram. And I'm excited to get to that 10,000, because once we get to that 10,000, then we get the swipe up feature. It's like games, right? You got to go through different levels to get the different shit. So super proud of that. Steph has been working really hard on that. Another thing too, I was just going to talk about how cool everything's looking. Oh, the opener's right there. Everything's looking on all of our social media. Steph has been working really hard. One thing I really like I hope people notice this. I know I do. And you can definitely tell if I post on our story, like on Instagram, or she does. If you look at her Instagram stories and she does it, it's like legit pop-ups, all the little drop-ins and all that kind of stuff. But it's so cool. I think it's just badass. And it doesn't take her a whole lot of time. I mean, I don't know how to do it, so I'm just like amazed. And I watch it like 18 times just to watch all this stuff. So, yeah, take a little time with a post. Think it out. Think it out. Work it out. You catch up with anything?
Yes. Moonshine, would it do any good if I called Legends, because I drove up to St. Louis to Gold Star HD and they had a promotion installed and everything for free.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's great. Absolutely. You bet. They're good people.
They're all really good.
They all know us. You know, they like opened the doors when we got up there and they were ready for us. I was actually running a day behind. And we got there and the girls were there and Chase walked us through everything. Of course, you guys can go watch that video too. And we got to just hang out and talk shit and give each other hell. Chase. And you can go check out Chase too. Like, he's building knives and doing some really cool shit. He got his forge and he's got a lot of cool stuff going on too. Chase is a really cool individual. Somebody cool.
Put the dogs to sleep.
Oh, God.
I don't know if you can see that, but.
Is that? Look at that.
Brandy, Olivia, and Adam's on here. So sorry. She hasn't up yet. I just saw my phone buzz. So yeah, Olivia and Adam have us on their TV and just sent us a picture, and their dogs were sleeping. Everyone else was watching us.
It happens. It happens. That baby's getting big.
I know, he's getting so big.
Is he sitting there watching too? Like, you know, that hair?
No.
Are you kidding me? God.
And it's like a reddish hair.
Yeah, red hair.
That's crazy.
There you go, kid. Man, y'all feeding him good. He's gonna outgrow y'all.
He's growing.
Wow.
Let's see.
Boy, you guys are just starting, and here we are with our kids about out of the house.
Let's see. Oh, Desert Rose wants to know what I'm drinking. So I'm just drinking champagne. Aldi's. I don't usually go to Aldi's because of one reason. That's because I don't like my bananas bruised. And they are all about time. And they just like scan it and throw it in the cart. And I want to like Aldi's, but they don't treat bananas
They
good.
don't treat the bananas good.
So anyways, they have champagne and it's like $4.99 a bottle. Yeah, and I just add some fruit.
Yeah.
Raspberries, blueberries, and
throw some fruit in
blackberries.
Don't bruise my banana.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little fruity.
Yeah, Olivia said, nope, not just put the dogs to sleep. Jameson was watching. He's so cute.
God, kids get big.
Red hair and blue eyes. Oh, man.
Wow.
He's a cutie.
Yeah.
Cutie.
And so Olivia, it would have been not this year, but the year before at Little Sturgis, Kentucky Bike Rally. She was pregnant with that little boy. And she couldn't drink. And first time we met them, they let us crash at their camp and throw a tent up and
cut my finger off.
Cut her finger off with a drone, and see a bunch of boobies.
Seen a lot. Yeah, you guys can go watch the video from Little Sturgis.
You can see what ice cream will get you. If you watch the video, you'll know, and Olivia, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Couldn't believe.
And the rest is history.
Couldn't
That's right.
believe. And all I did was watch ice cream. I didn't even look. I was like, he's got ice cream, and then she did her thing, got ice cream, and I didn't even get to see what happened.
Oh.
Still upset about that.
James Tate, don't bruise my bananas. I like your banana emoji.
Oh wow,
like
look at that. It's peeled too.
It's
a peeled banana.
Let's see. The Berlin, 97. What are you laughing about? The banana?
Yeah.
Okay, on a serious note, said Chris is my dad. I don't even have enough words to describe how grateful my family is to y'all. He is so, so deserving of the heart. Thank you so much for joining us. And it's bittersweet. I'm super excited to meet you guys. And I'm super excited that you guys are open and that we can do our pay it forward for you guys, along with all of our honorary asses and all of our viewers and followers. I absolutely hate what Chris is going through. But yeah, I appreciate you guys sharing a little bit of your life and a little bit of your story with us. And we can share that with everyone and maybe change someone else's life and maybe help someone that's going through something the exact same. Just kind of get through it a little bit easier. So thank you so much. That was an odd change to go from boobies to.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, thanks so much for chiming
Yes,
in there, man,
thank you.
and telling us that. And you'll have to forgive me. That kind of caught me off guard. And I'm usually just packed full of words, and that just kind of caught me. And that means a lot to me. And you know, we're gonna do what we can, but honestly, let's celebrate what we have and enjoy each other. And let's just take a moment. Let's just all stop, take a breath, look around, and see who we got. Because as corny as it may be, that's all you got.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. I got some. I'm just gonna really slow down with this, and we're gonna do a good video, and we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun, and we're gonna do good. Wow, cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is the Ornery One. You put it all up and ball it all up. Guys, I don't know where I'm at. I get harassed from time to time for being this way or that way, and I don't know where I am, but I do know this. I'm somewhere between the church pew and the bar stool. You know what I mean? Because I think we all got a little orneriness in us, and we all got a lot of love, and it's okay to be both.
Somewhere between Jennings and Jones.
Yeah, which I never really understood that because,
You didn't.
well, no,
His last
I mean,
name is Johnson.
I know, but still, yet I don't. He doesn't equal. Yeah, I don't
Plus,
get
George Jones is my. We have this argument all the time.
So that reminds me.
He prefers. Sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah.
You prefer George Strait.
I didn't. I like George
And
Strait.
I prefer George Jones. There's nothing like George Jones.
Well, that makes me think of Robert Henley Band.
Yes.
The Robert Henley Band are buddies of ours. We'll have this video come out sometime. And it's going to show us up in Sturgis when we did our ride and our house party, and we hung out at the back porch there in Spearfish at this little bar, and it just became our home. Every night we ended up there. We just leave Sturgis and go home where we're staying and go down to the little bar and close it out at 2 o'clock. And then the band was playing there, and this kid just got a damn voice like just won't quit. It's got
He's
that
a
good
young kid.
Western, good looking dude, great band. Amazing girlfriend.
Yeah.
Is she not working her butt off? Mine's of us. So he actually just cut a record with
George
Jones's daughter, which I can't remember her name, but it's on Spotify, and Robert's cutting it up and did his thing with her. Super cool little band. Touring all the time. I think last week they were in Nashville.
They were.
Yeah, they've been running the circuit a little bit. Good for them. Right.
And I hope, of course, next year around Sturgis, they'll be back in Spearfish. I hope. I hope. But
let's see how it all plays out.
Exciting stuff's happening for them. So if they're not, I just hope that they're somewhere even bigger and better.
Bigger and better.
Yeah. I'm going to catch. Did you want to say something else before I catch up on?
No, it's just crazy how life is, you know, how everybody is. I hope you guys appreciate who we are. And if you don't, you just find another channel. Because Steph and I are really, our heart is in the right place. We just are a little ornery. And, but I'm looking forward to this pay it forward. You know, we're going to light up and lift up. And that's our hashtag for this as well, guys.
Light up and lift up.
That's our hashtag. So I thought it'd be kind of cool to do that with.
Yeah, if you guys share our post or our flyers, be sure to use that hashtag.
You guys did the Ornery Asses.
Yep.
Did
Light
the
up.
Ornery Ass way.
Light up, lift up. Yep. So it's exciting, and it's really nice to see everyone coming together for such a great thing. And
it's freaking Christmas.
Yeah.
And once again, guys, just want to touch base on Custom Dynamics. Thank you guys so much. Give them a little love if you would.
Yes. Yes. Let's see.
Read on.
Well, speaking of boobs.
Boobs.
Yep.
Yep.
Adam was wanting to send you a picture tonight, Olivia said.
Okay.
Jameson likes to pull shirts down already.
Oh, he's ready for little Sturges already. The boy is going to be a mover and shaker.
Better than beads, hashtag.
Better than beads. Just bring the ice cream.
Too funny. Gilbert, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you, flying pair. Get a damn mask on. You're out in public, flying around.
He's in.
But he ain't got no underwear on. He's got a cape. I don't guess.
He does have socks on.
Socks, cape, and a headband. What else you need?
Or boots.
And he's got a little leaf flying. I'm gonna dress up for that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Next Halloween, I'm gonna do that pair.
You should be a pair for Halloween.
I'm built about like a pair.
No, you're not.
Pair top.
Okay. Change subject.
Oh, let's go.
Something else that we've been wanting to talk about.
Oh, wow.
2 people have already asked about it. So, wants to know what's going on with the Ornery One's Christmas tree at the Crescent. Our Ornery Elf on a Shelf.
Yeah, so can't tell you how behind we are and what we've been doing exactly. So we should have been there Friday.
Well, decorations started Wednesday through Friday. Yes. Our girl over there, Mary, thank you so much.
Love you, Mary.
She said it's okay if you guys don't get there until Saturday. It's all right. Well, was it Thursday or Friday I went to the chiropractor?
Yes. Friday.
So I've been having a lot of hip pain.
It's the truth.
Went to the chiropractor. They had to put me on this little stretchy machine before they could do anything, and kind of bruised up, kind of really hurting. So I texted her this morning whenever I woke up, and I was like, listen. Don't think that I'm going to be able to make it.
Listen, Jim. My hips are just all out of whack. I'm having trouble getting out of bed.
I had to pick me up and set me on the pot. That's rough.
Age, mama.
I know it's
age. Age is coming on. Age. We live a pretty good life. Yeah, so we're going to be there tomorrow.
Yes, so it is Ornery Elf on the Shelf. If you guys don't know what we're talking about, so the Crescent Hotel over in Eureka Springs every year does a Christmas tree forest, and they welcome organizations to come and decorate a tree, and then they have it out in their lawn. Anybody can vote for their favorite tree. It's $1 per vote, and of course that organization gets to keep all their donations. So it's a great way to get your name out there, spread your mission, share with the community what you're doing, and then, of course, raise money for your organization. So that's what we're doing. Last year was I'm Dreaming of an Ornery Christmas. Mm-hmm. And then this year is Ornery Elf on a Shelf. So my plan is to go ahead and just decorate a tree, like a Christmas tree, like normal. And then we got some little elves. Thank you, Desert Rose and Jennifer. Mm-hmm. You guys hooked me up with the elves. So I'm going to get the elves and kind of station them and make it look like they toilet papered the Christmas tree.
Yeah. Joyce and TP.
Yeah. So, of course, this is outside, so I can't use actual toilet paper.
It's too expensive.
It's,
Can't find it.
Only on the black market.
Yeah. And then your toilet paper's brown.
Yeah. So I got some quilty material. I've got to cut into strips, glue it on some toilet paper rolls. Yeah. That's my goal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Friday I spent a lot of time with the boy too. We went to ate and hung out and had our time. So like I said, here lately it's been focused a lot on the kids.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And of course we didn't go live, of course, because of Thanksgiving, and then also hanging out with kids. the youngest had her tonsils taken out on Wednesday, and then Thursday she was running a fever and throwing up. And like, of course, the mom and me, I started flipping out, freaking out because she's running 102 temperature.
And COVID and everything else going around, which it wasn't COVID. It had to do with the tonsils.
Yeah. She had her tonsils out and her adenoids. So like higher risk than normal to get infection. Yeah, got that all taken care of, but there was a good 4 to 8 hours that I didn't sleep.
That week was rough.
Yeah,
it was a rough week.
Yeah, so we're just a little bit behind. Decorating the Christmas tree has not been done yet. Our goal is tomorrow. And they actually have a lighting tonight. Actually, it's already happened.
Over. But they lit our tree, but there was nothing on it.
Yes, our good friend Mary over there, she said, I'm going to go ahead and put the lights on it, so whenever they do the lighting, it's not going to like stand out as bad. It's not going to be decorated, but it will have lights.
It's super ornery because we just put lights on it. It was like, psh.
Yeah, I guess we could just go with this is our ornery
lit tree. Light up and lift up.
Yeah.
So that's what's kind of going on.
Thomas Sheets, good to see. It's a good evening from P Ridge.
P Ridge. Well, last time we was over there, we had a good game. P Ridge. I got to tell you about P Ridge too. We was over there at that football game. We played y'all. We beat you.
Is that all you wanted to say?
I'm done. No, but honestly, the announcer came on there. This impressed the hell out of me. During halftime and in between where he could talk there, he talked about 2 or 3 families that they were raising money for. One, now I'm going to get this all messed up, but I remember one, maybe a young lady was in a car wreck. And then there was another family going through some distress. But the announcer talked about what they were doing, where you could go tomorrow, what they were doing today, what they were doing just to raise awareness and raise money. P Ridge, hats off to you. That got me.
Yeah, that was really cool to be able to see them, their community, just taking a moment to talk just every day as normal people, talk about what's going on. This family needed help.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see that. Like, what better way at a football game or something where you have the audience, you have the ability to reach hundreds of people and do something good. And
I wish that Harrison, our school administration and the athletics would do something like that here in our arena. I respected that so much. Super cool.
Pretty cool.
Loved it.
Gilbert wanted to know if I farted whenever I went to the chiropractor. No, but we have talked about that because my chiropractor is actually his cousin.
And the dude, my cousin Justin, is 6'6", weighs like 300 pounds. I don't know. He's a massive man, and he can toss you around.
Yeah, but no, I didn't fart. We did have this conversation though. We asked if there has ever been a person who farted.
And I did. Last time I was in there, and he goes,
"You farted?"
No.
Oh, you asked.
Well, I mean, okay. I will. I'm not shy.
I was like,
but I asked him when we was in there, and he kind of. And Justin's a big old kind of a shy, chuckly, big dude.
Looks just like him, but without a beard.
He goes, yeah. He said, I had this old lady in here, and I cracked her back. She ripped one. He said we didn't say a word. Oh, God, I got to tell you a story. So we go to the doctor up here, and it's a little bit away. And we got to drive a little bit, get up there, and we go check in. And there at that time, it was pre-COVID, pre-pandemic. Can't believe I'm saying that. Go and check in. I sat pretty close to the window where you sign in. And I'm sitting right, the chair next to it and stuff sitting next to me. And I always flirt with the old girls behind the counter a little bit, and they love me. I give them a little shit. And lady comes in, she's probably about 70, getting around pretty good. And she's spry. Walks up, talks to the lady at the counter, and signs her name in. As she's standing there, and I'm just looking around. She cuts a pretty good little fart, It's kind of like one of those. That's about what it was. And I looked at her, I looked at Steph, and I looked back at her, and I looked at Steph, and I was like, she just farted in my face. And that old lady turned around, looked down at the floor, and she looked around, and she goes, well, there's a loose board. With no damn loose board, it was a loose butthole. It was one of the funniest. It pissed me off, but it was.
Did you just say loose board?
Yeah, with loose board, loose sphincter muscle.
Oh,
And once you
God.
stretch those things out, you can't get them back. You know.
That's what someone told us the other day.
Yeah, Rhonda. Yeah, that lady told me it was a loose board. Super funny.
Squeaky board. Oh gosh.
Oof.
I have to drink on that.
Here's the parts.
Oh gosh, we've talked about all kinds of stuff tonight.
I mean, we're not a very classy channel. You know that. I mean, our channel's not real classy.
I'm drinking
Yeah.
champagne.
Yeah.
This is very classy.
Yeah, it is. I guess that's.
My sister-in-law got me these cups for Christmas a couple years ago because I loved them.
I think we only had one. We lost to have it before.
Because it's little wine glasses, but they're plastic. So, which you can kind of tell it's plastic now. But whenever I first got them, it was like super crystal clear. So yeah, it is still classy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classy hillbilly.
Little ghetto up in here.
Up in here, up in here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here.
Joshua Rick says that beard is phenomenal.
Yeah, you ought to smell it. It smells like a billy goat. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Man, I gotta tell y'all something. You want to get people talking, go to the bar, wait till about 45 minutes closing, and just do a walk around with this beard in the bar. You'll have the dudes come up, you have the girls come up. Dudes want to tell you that they either say that they're going to grow a beard like mine. I can respect that. But this is what gets me. I think we've had 272 people, dudes, come up to me and say, yesterday, my beard was that long or longer, and I just cut it off. How many times have we heard that?
A lot.
Yeah. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
And my go-to thing, somebody go, well, that's a nice beard. I said, thank you so much. Grew it myself. It's non-GMO, all natural. And they're like, what?
That is his go-to line for whenever you compliment his beard.
Thank you. Grew it myself. It's all natural, non-GMO. One or the other, something like that. Super funny. I think it is.
Now you won't be able to say it to any of these 66 people.
Oh, my God.
Because they've already heard it.
If it's 66 people that's been around us before, they've already heard it.
Most of them have.
And if it's the 66 that's watching, and I think it is, they've already heard us.
Yeah. Let's see. A-Hill7866 shout out from Wisconsin to you guys.
Wisconsin.
Hey, Wisconsin. Got some cheese up in there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. What's up?
Gilbert, are y'all planning on coming to Texas this summer so we can meet up? So that's something I wanted to talk about as far as what you guys thought of the 2021 riding season, rallies and events, what you guys are thinking.
Yeah, because I don't know if I need to disclose this yet, but we do have a couple sponsors already for 2021. Yeah. I better wait until maybe the first of the year to announce everything. But there are companies you guys know that we've dealt with in the past, and super cool companies. So it's going to depend a little bit because we need to go hang out with them, depending on where they are and depending on COVID. But COVID's not going to stop us. We're going to still ride that bike. We just may have to do it in a different fashion. You know, bodysuit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. You know, it depends on a lot of things that have marked that they're having it next year. But as we've seen this year, they waited until the 2 weeks before or so and then canceled.
Right.
Which we still, that's something else, guys. Since we're on the subject, a lot of people asked about Sturgis last year and different things, and they said, should we go? Should we not go? Is it going to be good? Or now I can tell you from experience, it'll be great. I believe Sturgis was down 30% or so people, but there was a lot to do, and it made a great experience for Sturgis. It wasn't so freaking crowded.
Yeah,
you know
it wasn't as crowded, but of course the riding is great.
All the people, there's still a great amount of people there.
We didn't really go on Main Street. We went down to LaSalle Street for the concert that Monday night or something like that.
See Whitey Morgan.
Yep. Which I got my vest out the other day out of the locker to wear it to the football game the other night. and inside my pocket of the vest was VIP tickets
Yes.
to White
So
Morgan.
actually, we didn't. I guarantee people was like, "Oh, y'all get to do all the cool stuff. You get to do VIP." Well, honestly, we don't. So the VIP, how this worked is we were back there in back 40. You know, we're we Ubered. We had Chris, our buddy, drive us down, and then we Ubered back to Spearfish. So very responsible, and we went live. And after that, I just went balls to the wall drinking, and people knew us. So it was a freaking party, right? And we're standing around back here, and
the beard was there.
Yes, and we're walking around, talking to everybody, just drinking, double fisting, and Steph goes, "That chick, she has VIP passes, and she's walking around and she's giving some people those." So what happened is the VIP wasn't really getting filled up like they were wanting, people up front. So I just ran over to it. I didn't know what to say, and I was like, "I think I'm going to use my YouTube numbers to see if I can't get this." So I found the YouTube finally, and I was like, "This is how many I have on YouTube." And she's like, "Great. What do you want?" I was like, "A pass." And she hands me one. I was like, "No, I need two." She hands me two. She says, "Go." So this will probably get me in trouble, but
probably it's going to be like, well, it happened last Sturgis.
Well, the Sturgis before we got in trouble because we snuck in somewhere. But anyway, and
we
wrote it.
Sneak in this time.
We wrote it in the magazine and all kind of shit. But it was Ben Ornery. So we got up VIP, right? And then we're standing around having a great time. Well, then people started coming up to the line, like yelling at us. So they have a gate around it, a fence, like, "The Ornery One." I turn around, I was like, "Oh shit!" And I go over and talk to them, and I'll be like, "You want up here?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." So I'd take my VIP and I'd hand it to them. I was like, "You get over, you got to get them out of the back." So they'd come in. I think we did it to 10 or 12 people. So we had a herd of like kind of ornery asses hanging out with us up there in the VIP that we kind of snuck in. But it turned out great for us because we got in. We had a buddy drive us down. We got in. We bought one drink. I never bought a drink again, Steph or I. And then we got people in the VIP, and everybody was buying us drinks. And
we did a shot.
Yeah.
We bought a shot because we went live and
walked around.
Was it James Tate? Probably. He's always
probably Tate.
He's probably paying you to take some shot.
Take a shot. I think it was Tate. So like all this unfolded, and like we got into the VIP for free, and then we had our drinks bought for us, and then all we were out was really like a couple beers a shot, and then our Uber ride back.
Which Sturgis to Spearfish is kind of a long ways.
But the Uber driver was super cool. We've had that happen multiple times. Uber or Lyft. I will get in and get set down and then just keep talking to him, and we usually have the best conversations.
Yeah, he invited us. Next time that we're up, we could stay at his house, like pitch a tent in his yard. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
a lot of fun. Speaking of that, Brandy said Robert Henry Band was in Nashville last weekend, and she should have went and seen him.
Oh my God!
Didn't. Yeah, we had actually thought, like, spur of the moment.
If we'd have known,
we almost thought about driving over to Nashville just to see them, but Nashville from here is like 9 hours. I think.
Still, I'd probably done it if we'd have been able to. Yeah, I wish you'd have known.
So
Haley is his girlfriend, and she's Haley too. So every once in a while, you may see her comment and like, "Love you too," because we just love her to death. And he's out there just busting his ass, and she's back there working. Like it reminds us of us. And he's a super good-looking, sounding, talented dude. And then you look at her; she's freaking smoking hot, and just got away with people, which is fun. What's that?
James Tate. Thank you so much for your super chat. He said, "Somebody say shots."
Shot. Yeah, it was.
I'm ready for the Canada border to be lifted and you come hang out with us, or we come up there and hang out with you. I've never been to Canada.
We ought to just ride a little bit. Well, whenever we can, get there and ride around a little bit.
So, talking about the 21 riding season, which is where we actually started this whole.
So 21, we're going to be legal to drink. I don't know where I went with that. You said 21. I was like, okay, so we're legal to drink.
Yeah. So Brandy, Daytona in spring. So Daytona Bike Week, not Biketoberfest, but Daytona Bike Week. It's going to be her first time there. And then Adam and Olivia said they got a big group going to Daytona this year. So Daytona's going to have to be on our list, on our agenda. And we've gone the last.
You guys make sure we have a place to crash, okay? Because I was just telling you about how we do this shit.
Make sure that we watch our motorcycle very closely.
We've gone back.
I know, but
we got better insurance, and it has a beepy thing on it, and which is security.
Beep, beep.
It's like, hey, motherfucker, your bike's being stolen. God. That's what mine says.
That's so embarrassing. You know what? I went to Aldi's today, obviously, because that's where I got the champagne. And I walked out to the pickup truck.
It was gone.
Cart full of, they don't give you bags.
No. Like, you want a box?
So they threw it all into the shopping cart. So I go out to the truck because in my truck I have like my refrigerated cooler bag. I couldn't find my keys. Yeah. I almost called you, and I know I didn't tell you about this. I couldn't find my keys.
Where were they?
They were in the truck.
Was it locked?
And so luckily my truck has this crazy feature. I'm sure newer vehicles do, I guess. But if your keys are in the ignition and you hit the lock button and shut the door, it won't lock that driver's side door. I was about to flip out. I was about.
That's why.
I don't know if I should call TJ or if I should call my dad.
That's why you.
If I call my dad, he's going to roll his eyes at me. If I call TJ, he's going to be a little pissed off at me for me doing this again. And then my dad's probably going to be pissed off because then I'm going to have him drive all the way into town to help me.
That's why you just don't lock shit.
Luckily, my car was, or my truck was, that door did not lock. So,
where's your hidden key?
So I got a spare key because I've done this obviously a time or two.
Yeah.
I got a spare key made, and the spare keys don't work anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
Good story.
So wherever that went.
Glad you told me.
Your bike being stolen. Let's see. Our Seals. Thank you so much. He said, love watching you guys. Real people. Hope I run into you someday. Yes.
Well,
sure.
I hope we do meet. I hope you don't run into me. You might knock me over.
Yeah, James said you said the campground where they do the burning bike looks like a good place for Daytona. It is. So that is actually probably about a 20-minute ride from Daytona. Probably 30 minutes from downtown Daytona.
Yeah, it depends on traffic.
Yeah.
Big time.
But we have talked about that for the last 2 years going there, and we haven't made it there.
Man,
so
it's so freaking crazy when we get down there. I mean, people think Sturgis is crazy, and it is. Mm-hmm. But it seems like when we get down to Florida, like we have a pretty good following in Florida.
Yeah.
A shit ton of people.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun meeting new people and catching up with our buddies and stuff. But this bike burning thing, we have to make it a point because they build out of wood this motorcycle bike.
It's like Burning Man.
And it's like probably 30 foot tall.
It's a monster of a wood bike.
And you can sign it, you can write messages on it, you can,
pee on it.
Yeah. And then at the end of the night, they set it on fire and have a big bonfire party.
You cook some wieners.
Yeah.
No more s'mores. No more s'mores.
That's off The Office if no one knows.
Toby. Goodbye, Toby. See you later.
Let's see. So who did you get insurance through now? He has State Farm. This is JC Cycles. So we actually had insurance through Geico. It was just your motorcycle insurance that you buy off the internet. We learned a lot from this ordeal.
Horrible.
So a lot of those insurances that you can buy off the internet, you just basically put in your make and model, and then they do whatever.
Yeah,
so we're actually have our insurance through Farmers Insurance. And we were actually able to sit down with an agent and talk about all of the add-ons because through Geico, they only gave us so much for the accessories and add-ons. And then also we had to show a receipt where we bought them. So that was really difficult for us because we were partnered with a couple of different companies who actually gave us some accessories to put on the bike, run them, do a review, try them out, stuff like that. So in all reality, we didn't get any reimbursement for those.
No, and I think what we said, now maybe it's been a minute now, but I think we at the end of the day lost $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, and what that did is we paid quite a bit down on the bike, so we didn't have gap insurance or anything. So we were sitting okay. But the thing of it is, it paid the bike off, but it's just getting back into a bike. So without the down payment and all that, we were kind of screwed. So luckily, you guys, and then our first Pay It Forward did a GoFundMe for us.
That's right. Our very first Pay It Forward girl, the mom with the little premature baby,
You can go look
she
at that.
set up a GoFundMe page out of nowhere. And
It was like it raised like $2,000, and then we had Bikers Against Bullies. They gave us $1,000, and then they actually Scott and Kelly matched it. So we were able to, and we took everything we had and did the down payment because we could lower that. We get a better bike, what we wanted at the moment, and get our payments down. So insurance thing, and I had somebody message me earlier. I won't say his name because he may not want to, but he lost both his bikes in a fire this last weekend, and he's like, "Dude, you had Geico, and I've got Geico." And I was like, and he asked me the experience. It wasn't great for me, but now it may be totally different for him. It's a totally different thing. So our experience with Geico, I'll never use them again.
And that's another thing, that situation is because this happened to us in Daytona. We were, 1,100 miles from home. With car insurance, you usually have an option to add renters insurance on it or package or whatever. So if something was to happen, you'd be able to get a rental. With motorcycles, you don't have that option, which I don't understand that, because if something happened to your motorcycle, you still need transportation.
Not only that, we need documentation and stuff from down there, and it's like, how are we going to get down there? And they needed it. And they needed it like in so many hours or some shit. So luckily, we got to know the officer down there. We met him on Main Street, and we just hit it off. And then there was a fight later that night that broke out, and we were there and ran into him again like a couple more times. And I don't know how he started following us. I started following him, and then we became friends during that week. And then I was able to reach out to him and told him what was going on, and he was able to get everything that we needed for his paperwork and give it to us.
Yeah, because that happened next day. Of course, we flew home. Thankfully, with Law Tigers, they flew us home. But yeah, flew us home, and then insurance was like, okay, well, we need a police report from them. It's like, okay, can we have them email it? And they were like, no, you have to go get it, and it be in your hands, and you turn it into us. And it was just like this big ordeal because we were already out of the state.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly how it went. But
my point was,
shit.
We got to sit down with an agent with Farmers Insurance, really evaluate what we had on the bike as in value, what we carry with us, because we were able to cover our equipment and our recording gear and everything that not only like accessories on the motorcycle, but accessories and stuff that we carry.
Yeah, so we run a lot of gear in that bike. I don't even know if we should. I guess you'll know it anyway. But like our recording stuff and everything that we take we couldn't replace it. I mean, this stuff that we have, it's taken us all this time to get all this acquired. So when something like that happens, you're like, oh, easy come, easy go. Well, easy go, but it ain't so much easy come back because you forget all the stuff you had. We talk about that a lot.
Gilbert, thank you so much for your super chat.
Thanks,
so
Gilbert.
We need to meet up in San Antonio.
San Antonio.
On the river. So we can go to the bar and
get the hotel.
On the river, so we can go bar to bar. I will get the hotel.
Yeah, man.
Yes, for sure.
Yes. Hell yes.
Yeah.
We actually had some people telling us about something down there the other day.
My uncle was telling me about San Rios.
Something?
I'll have to look it up. Somewhere where the rivers meet up and they do a bike rally there.
So it's pretty rough and tumbly, kind of old school.
Tres Rios.
Tres Rios
or something like that. Yeah.
They live down there, don't they? Somewhere close. Or?
Well, they're from Cleburne,
Okay.
so that's just like a little bit out of Fort Worth area.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. And Texas is a
big state.
It's a big state, and we looked at all of our numbers the other day on YouTube, and we have a shit ton of followers from Texas. The analytics broke it down, and Texas was like number one. I didn't really realize that. But it is a massive state, and it's like people say, well, why don't you go here? You may be in the same state, but it takes days, a day or days to get across the state. The state is huge. Has a lot to offer.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. Yeah, so we'll get down there. You want to catch up on anything with that, Mama?
Yeah, I was just reading over.
I'm so jealous you can read.
Yeah, that took me a little bit. I can't really right now because of my contacts.
I can't really because I can't read.
Gilbert was just talking about, they were talking about the Riverwalk in San Antonio and stuff like that. Gilbert says, yeah, we were going to celebrate our 35th anniversary, but the Chinese virus happened.
Ugh. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely Daytona's on our list. Now, someone had mentioned Laconia. Not for sure about Laconia.
Laconia this year was a wash.
That's right. And that may have had to do with
it did.
COVID.
It did. But we taught it the year before we couldn't make it because we were somewhere else and we were talking about running across the states. This year a lot of people wanted us to come, but I honestly had a gut feeling that you ride all that way, you want to get the most bang for your buck. And for us now, the position we are, we have to make some kind of decent content or be able to do something on the road because we have to maintain.
Yeah, and another thing that we're hitting is the dilemma of because we've done a lot of motorcycle camping. The thing is now we have quite a bit of equipment with us that we carry and record with that is a little bit more of a value than before. And then also we have 18 different things that need to be charged. So secure parking or security as far as our stuff, and then also electricity. Those are the two big things that's been a dilemma for us as far as being able to moto camp as much as we've been.
And we ran into a little deal where we were doing stuff and we needed Wi-Fi. That sounds so horrible. So this is the deal. So what we're doing, you go camp. That's all you do. Yeah, that is. But then if you're doing something like we're doing and we're working, we need some things. That kind of takes away from the whole experience. So some of it, I'm just like, screw it. I'm not worried about social media. I'm not worried about none of that. Let's just go have our experience.
But once we start writing again and our live feeds go back to Fridays, because they were once on Fridays, switched them Saturday for the football games, Friday night. We're planning on switching them back to Friday nights. And that's the thing. On Friday nights, we have to have a place that has Wi-Fi. Or we go live from our phones,
which we have Verizon.
The quality's not the greatest.
Yeah, and we have Verizon, and they say they have the widest network of it's not. And after years, I was able to upgrade my phone, so I was able to get the new 12 Max Pro with a 5G. I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Which I don't understand this shit. Well, 5G is fine as long as you got 5G. But if you don't have 5G and you don't have service, you just don't have service.
How many towers are putting out 5G service?
And then you hear all the shit about 5G. So, but anyway,
that's like all of these recording devices that record in mega whatever, 40 million retina something or another K. But then everything that you watch YouTube or TV on is in 1080p.
Well, right. I mean, if you're doing commercial stuff, I can see that, but we're not. I mean, we're
But
just
you're not watching it on TV
I know.
as that resolution.
I know.
You're watching it.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like this phone. You know,
That's
it's
my
got
rant.
it's got some upgrades that is cool.
Mhm.
But is it worth it?
Right.
I don't know. I did notice my
We'll
phone
see.
was just getting slow as shit. Though. Anyway,
Yeah.
we got a big rant on that. I'm not gonna get off on it.
Bearded Biker. So are they going to bring back Giddy Up Texas? Anybody know? Giddy Up Texas Chopper Fest?
Chopper shit sounds good to me.
JC Cycles says that would be cool.
Yeah, that's another thing that we were able to do this last month is Mike Myers pretty much did a pay it forward to us. We were able to get an enclosed trailer, and it's nice.
Yeah,
So,
Mike, Laura, thank you guys.
Thank you. So we got our old van, Van Go, which we haven't done anything on. We just used it, camped out of it, slept in it. But we've got it hooked up, got the lights, everything working. So we're going to be able to do a little bit with a chopper, like, you know, we'll be able to sleep in the van, save some money, and maybe hit some chopper shows with Maxwell House, which we've never done that. And then you got the van, and then you're out on the road with a van, which has got 300 and something thousand miles on it, with the old chopper in the trailer. So it's like all these chances that you're really taking, which makes it fun. But we've never done like a chopper show with Maxwell House. We've gone to a lot of chopper shows.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to go.
I would love to roll in with Maxwell somewhere because it's just cool. Now it's not no shovel head or pan or knuckle. It is just the damned old Evo, but the thing's got soul. You know what I mean?
She's so pretty though.
It's just a.
And she sounds good.
It does sound good.
Sounds very good.
Really healthy.
Greg Strickland, thank you so much for your super chat. He said, "Love y'all. Hope to meet one day."
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Thank you for that super chat. We love you back. I appreciate the kind words. That means a lot to Steph and I. And yeah, we need to meet everybody.
For sure.
Yeah, and if you see us, yell at us and come give me a hug. Don't be shy. I ain't afraid of the COVID.
Yeah, I was going to say, as soon as the riding season gets closer, we have a better idea as far as what events are going to happen. We're going to still go ahead and plan to attend all the major ones that we usually attend. We're going to go ahead and plan for them. And I'll post that on our website and on social media and stuff like that. But hopefully things will not change and we can meet everyone, hang out, have a beer.
I do touch real quick on our pay it forward that is coming up. We have our nominee. We went into that a little bit earlier. I'll get all emotional if I cut into that right now. You guys remember that this weekend and this week, you guys get that lovey feeling inside. Make your own post. Use one of our pictures. Do whatever you want to do. We're totally fine with it. And get the word out there. Monday, I'll be talking with the family, and we'll be able to come up with a good post. And I'll get a good picture. I'm going to see if it's cool if I actually get a picture with them, because our posts do better when our mugs are in it. So you guys, we've all got someone next to us that's struggling. Let's just take the time and look around and talk to people. And
stop that. He doesn't have any claws, so he's fine doing that. Unlike this chair's all clawed up because that's thanks to Coco, the other cat. Yeah. But yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but Brittany was going at it.
Crazy cat. Sorry. Yeah, guys. So if you guys would remember that, let's light up and lift up. Let's do this Christmas thing. Let's use that hashtag. Think Custom Dynamics. I thank all of y'all that have already donated, all you that have nominated, all you guys that have shared and liked and just engaged with us already. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Let's keep going with it. Let's do it. Let's get it even bigger for them. Let's make a good Christmas for that family. I'm excited. Definitely. You want to catch up on anything with that?
Yes, Gilbert, be very cool. Let's meet up. Let's plan. Sure, there's a rally or two that we've talked about going to in Texas. We should look at those dates coming up in the next months. We'll work something out. Meet up. Desert Rose says Albuquerque. Let them know.
Yeah, man. Albuquerque.
Very
I
good
like
pie.
running through Albuquerque.
Yeah.
We run through hard though.
Oh, they have a really good Mexican restaurant there that has some amazing margaritas.
Oh, strawberry
in
margarita.
Albuquerque.
I can't remember what it is. It's right there.
I could drive you to that hotel, even though it's
Holy
been like 2 years
crap,
since I've been
man.
there.
I
From the
drunk.
hotel to that Mexican restaurant for those margaritas.
We drunk. I don't know. They're huge, and I know I drunk 3. And they are still yet today the best strawberry margarita I've ever had. And I keep trying to find that. We'll just have to go back.
Yeah, so yeah. I was gonna say sometimes we go places and we get a margarita and they're not good.
We have that happen a lot.
Sometimes that happens.
Go to a Mexican restaurant, you're like, give me a margarita, and then you get it, and you're like,
Okay, we should live by this rule. If they don't make their own tamales, their margaritas probably suck.
maybe. I mean,
Really,
and this is
a homemade tamale.
you know what the hell's happened? I don't like Mexican food, and then here lately, like all these past couple years, we're on the road. You make me eat it all the time, and then I get home. Now I have a place that we call my Mexican restaurant because we have like 15 here, and we call it my Mexican restaurant. And I go there all the time. Maybe
You do. It's my least favorite, and I love Mexican food. Mexican restaurants. I love the guacamole, cheese dip, chip sauce, or whatever. But this is probably my least favorite Mexican restaurant ever.
They make a good chimichanga that's not greasy.
I know, and that's why I always support you in your Mexican restaurant. Is because it's not
beef.
Greasy.
Yeah, it's diced up beef. It's not ground beef at all greasy. It's really clean and like it's got a really smooth taste to it. The cheese is okay.
Merlot, have a good night.
See you, Marlo.
So good to see you on here. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Brandy, ever been to one of those great margs? Ever been to one with great margaritas but bad food? That's a disappointment. It is, especially when you get your margarita and you're like, this is so good. And then you're like all pumped up for the food. And then the food's like, eh.
What would you rather have, a good margarita or good food?
Probably a good margarita because sometimes
that'll get you through the food.
Yeah, sometimes whenever I start drinking and then if it's really good food, I'll overeat to the point where I'm like, I just want to go back and go to sleep. And that's not always good. So I'd rather have a good drink.
No, it is not.
And then have crappy food.
Yeah. I'm like, give me the good margarita.
Yeah.
And then
Make it a jumbo with double shots.
I'll walk across
Top
street.
Shelf.
I'll walk across the street and get Burger King.
Not Tito's.
Tito's.
Tito's. That's vodka.
Yeah.
And walk across the street and get Burger King.
Yeah, get the BK. BK double cheeseburger fries.
So one of our first dates, we went to a sushi place.
It was our first date. Our first outgoing date, like going out.
He took me to sushi because, I don't know, did you even know that I like sushi?
Yes, I asked you. You want to eat sushi, and you named a place in Branson. That's where I took you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We got a boat
right across the highway from the sushi place is a Walmart
and a
Taco Bell. And we drove out of the parking lot of the sushi place,
I drove
across the street to Taco Bell and
I got tacos. I was like, God, this is horrible. And I told her I was a little embarrassed. She knows I wouldn't eat much. And then when we left, I was like, boy, Stephanie, if you don't mind, I'm going to go to that Taco Bell and get me 3 crunchy tacos. And you're like, yeah, that's okay. So we went and got tacos. But I've grown a lot, like some sushi. Getting better. Getting more rounded, my food taken in.
Brandy said I made Luke take me through McDonald's drive-thru after I got a bourbon drink in Bardstown on his birthday trip.
Poor Luke.
Oh.
Brandy getting her way. Look at her go. Take me to that McDonald's.
Brandy will tell you, you don't want to do like margaritas, sangritas, stuff like that, sweet stuff, after you've rode 1,000 miles in August, September.
Little rough.
Yeah.
Little rough. You can do it.
Yeah, good.
All right, man.
Okay, well, we're right at 2 hours. So we are going to go get food. And I don't know about Mexican, but.
Oh, God, it's 9 o'clock. It's all shut down here. Well, it is Saturday, and I'll be open to 10.
Well, there is a bar that's open until 11. Of course, if you guys didn't know, Arkansas now has a
cap on how late you can stay open. Everybody did this open to 12, maybe 1, on Fridays, but they shut it down at 11 because they're going to save people 1 hour at a time from the COVID.
Yes, so no establishment in the state of Arkansas can be open past 11 p.m.
Go Razorbacks. Pig Suey.
So you remember that one time that you got home at 10:59 and almost got the COVID?
All I got was the diarrhea, though. I just barely skipped out on that and got the diarrhea.
Goodness. Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. We've missed you guys all. What?
I just want to hear you sign it. I love it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's go.
My gosh.
Let me hear the flow.
I don't have the flow. I'm just going to talk.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. No, seriously, we have missed you guys. It's been several weeks.
Yes.
Glad to be back on here. I'm going to be super glad whenever riding season starts and we can be back on Friday nights. And I hope that we can go different places and be at rallies and stuff when we go live and not just here in our tiny house.
Well, we just keep making do with what we got. That's what we do. Yeah. Take a negative, make it positive.
That's right. That's right. So the pay it forward, I'm going to be posting more. I told you Ornery Asses in our group chat, in our group Facebook page. Monday, we're going to be meeting and talking, finding out a little bit more about Chris's story for our pay it forward. Monday evening or Tuesday, I should have a post or a flyer or something like that to be able to share more of his story, maybe a short clip, video, something that you guys can share. I would appreciate it if you guys share it. If you guys feel like you would like to donate, please do so. Of course, that's our website, theorneryone.com, or our Facebook blog page there. You can donate and then, of course, share.
Engage.
That's right. Let Custom Dynamics know how much you guys appreciate them also, because they are the ones that are helping us get this done. Mm-hmm. They're matching dollar for dollar, supporting us, supporting our cause and our nonprofit. And
they're just being loved, man. They're passing the love around. It's super cool to see. You're hooked up with a good company when you do something like that. Yeah. So I'm watching a cat walk around and make me nervous.
Cat's about to jump up on the computer.
So, guys, it does mean a lot to us. You guys tuning in and chiming in. We appreciate that so much. And we're going to be working on the pay it forward. We got some other things in the work too. We're getting everything lined in for 21. Got some shit in store. It's going to be exciting. But who knows if it's going to pan out, because we're all riding this ride together. We'll get over here, Gilbert. Thanks, man.
Gilbert, thank you
Gilbert.
So much.
So we'll just see you a little bit somewhere else down the road on this interwebs. And like always, thanks for tuning in and chiming in. Y'all stay hungry. Double thumbs.